Let's get right into it. Number 1. Mind dump therapy. Ever feel like your brain's running a million miles an hour, replaying every awkward convo or forgotten task? Yeah, like your mind's stuck on a non-stop Netflix loop you didn't even hit play on. That mental overload is a major driver of overthinking and stress. Mind dump therapy is a no-frills science-backed way to free mental space. Grab a notebook, your phone notes app, or a sticky pad and write every single thought out. The tasks, the worries, the what-ifs, and the small stuff. Don't organize, don't edit. The point is to externalize the noise so your working memory isn't forced to hold it all. When you do this regularly, you'll notice immediate relief. Your cognitive load drops, your sleep improves, and rumination loses momentum. Expressive writing research links this habit to lowered amygdala activation and reduced physiological arousal, which means fewer 3 a.m. spirals for best results. Add a tiny action list for anything concrete. Schedule it, delegate it, or trash it. That small follow-up turns vague worry into manageable steps, which further reduces anxiety. Use it as a nightly mental hygiene ritual or a quick reset during a hectic day. 5 to 15 minutes works. It's portable, private, and free, perfect for busy American lifestyles. Over a week of consistent practice, you'll see measurable changes in mental clarity and stress reactivity. Try it tonight, right until you feel lighter. The paper holds the weight, not your head. Number 2, grounding 5-step rule. Ever get so anxious you feel detached? Like your body's in the room while your mind's racing to the future's worst-case scenarios. That disconnected feeling fuels overthinking. Grounding flips the switch. The 5-4-3-2-1 rule is a sensory-based technique clinicians use to interrupt panic and rumination fast. Start by naming 5 things you can see, then 4 things you can touch, 3 things you can hear, 2 things you can smell, and finally, 1 thing you can taste. It forces your nervous system to move from abstract threat simulation to concrete sensory input. That simple shift reduces sympathetic arousal and brings your attention back to the present moment. To maximize impact, slow your breathing as you name each item and describe details, colors, textures, and specific sounds. Therapists recommend this method because it's private, portable, and works in noisy or busy environments, like a subway, office, or noisy cafe. Use it during micro-panic moments, before a stressful call, or any time your thoughts jump to catastrophic what-ifs. Repeated use trains your brain to respond to stress with curiosity rather than panic, rewiring habitual overthinking into deliberate awareness. Practicing this for 90 seconds to 2 minutes yields measurable calming effects, reduced heart rate, clearer thinking, and diminished urge to ruminate. It's cheap, fast, and totally practical for American daily life. A mental emergency brake you can pull anywhere. Try it the next time anxiety spikes and notice how quickly the noise quiets. Number 3, cold exposure reset. You've seen folks brave an ice bath on social and thought, that's wild. But that cold shock is actually a powerful nervous system hack that beats stress fast. Cold exposure, even brief, controlled doses like a 30-second cold shower finish or splashing ice-cold water on your face, triggers a cascade of physiological responses that reduce anxiety and sharpen focus. The shock activates the vagus nerve and increases norepinephrine and dopamine release, which improves alertness and mood. Many biohackers, athletes, and high-performers in the U.S. use this tactic to reset their day, manage stress, and bounce back from rumination. You don't need an ice bath. Practical starters are a cold face splash, a short cold rinse at the end of your shower, or alternating warm and cold for a minute. Controlled breathing during the exposure, deep inhales and slow exhales, amplifies the calming response and stabilizes your heart rate. Important caveat: if you have cardiovascular issues or blood pressure concerns, consult a medical professional before experimenting with extreme temperature changes. Start gradually and build tolerance. With consistent practice, many people report reduced reactivity to daily stressors, improved emotional regulation, and a clearer headspace, less prone to overthink. Think of cold exposure as a quick reset, button short, intense, and effective, giving you immediate physiological evidence that your body can move from alarm to equilibrium. Try it for 30 seconds tomorrow, and notice how your mind feels afterwards. Number 4, Morning sunlight ritual. Be honest, what's the first thing you reach for in the morning? Your phone or sunlight? Because one of those choices quietly determines whether your day fuels anxiety or calm. Morning sunlight is a free, high-impact regulator for mood and sleep. Getting natural light in your eyes within 30 minutes of waking helps synchronize your circadian rhythm, boosting serotonin during the day and priming melatonin production at night. The result? Better daytime focus, less anxiety, and deeper, more restorative sleep. This matters a lot if your morning routine currently includes blue light and stressful content, spike cortisol, and prime your brain for worry. You don't need full sun. Ambient daylight on a cloudy morning does the job. But remove sunglasses and let natural light reach your eyes for several minutes. Pair the ritual with a short walk, light stretching, or simply sipping coffee outside. Movement and light together amplify the benefits. Neuroscience shows these small morning habits compound over days and weeks, stabilizing mood and reducing the fuel that powers overthinking loops. Make it simple. Step outside for 5 to 10 minutes before you dive into emails or social media. Over time, you'll find your baseline anxiety lowers, your energy stabilizes, and your mind becomes less likely to spiral into catastrophic thinking. It's an easy, natural shift that rewires mornings from stress-inducing to resilience-building. Number 5. Box breathing technique. Ever get so wired your chest feels tight and your thoughts race like a rattled playlist? When your body's in fight-flight, overthinking runs on full throttle. Box breathing is a compact, evidence-based technique used by elite performers, including Navy SEALs, to reclaim calm quickly. The pattern is simple. Inhale for 4 seconds, hold for 4, exhale for 4, hold for 4, and repeat the cycle 4 times. This rhythmic breathing balances oxygen and carbon dioxide in your blood, engages the parasympathetic nervous system, and lowers physiological arousal. The immediate effects are measurable: slower heart rate, calmer breathing, and clearer cognition that interrupts spiraling thought loops. To practice, sit upright with relaxed shoulders. Breathe into your belly rather than taking shallow chest breaths, and focus on the rhythm rather than forcing deep gasps. Use it pre-performance presentations, interviews, during acute anxiety, or anytime your thoughts become intrusive. Start with 1 to 2 sets daily to train your system, then apply it in real stress moments. Over time, box breathing becomes an automatic cue for your body to switch into regulated mode, making you less reactive and more deliberate in decision-making. It's discreet, portable, and ideal for modern American life. No app is needed, just breath control. Try it now for 2 minutes and feel the physiological shift away from fight or flight into steady presence. Number 6. Nature therapy walk. Think you need a fancy getaway to reset? Nah. Sometimes the most powerful reset is as close as your backyard. Yep, literally touching the ground works. Nature therapy walks, often called earthing, combine barefoot contact with rhythmic walking to create measurable benefits for stress and overthinking. The idea: direct contact with the Earth's surface transfers subtle, electrical charges that can reduce inflammation and influence autonomic balance. Even beyond electrical theories, the combo of movement, fresh air, and sensory immersion interrupts repetitive cognitive loops and grounds attention in the present. Practically 10 to 20 minutes walking barefoot on grass, sand, or soil while noticing sensations underfoot. Temperature and ambient sounds changes attention patterns and lowers cortisol. Urban parks, beaches, and backyards are all accessible locations. You don't need wilderness. Make it a mindful practice. Put your phone away, focus on each step, and notice breath and sensation. Over days and weeks, this habitual connection to nature lowers baseline stress reactivity and increases mental clarity, making you less likely to dwell on worst-case scenarios. For Americans juggling busy schedules, this is portable, free therapy, a short daily practice that yields cumulative effects. Try it after a rough workday or during lunch. The combination of movement and direct sensory contact with the earth will help reset your nervous system and quiet repetitive thoughts. Number 7. The digital sunset rule. Real talk. How many times have you been wide awake at 2 a.m. doom scrolling, even though you swore you'd sleep? That late-night habit is a major engine for overthinking the digital sunset. Rule is a behavioral boundary. Stop using screens 1 hour before bedtime. Evening blue light suppresses melatonin production and signals your brain that it's still daytime, wrecking sleep onset and quality. Poor sleep increases vulnerability to rumination, emotional reactivity, and catastrophic thinking. Replace screens with low-stimulus alternatives: paper books, journaling, dim lighting, light stretching, or a warm shower. For structure, set a concrete cue. Put your phone across the room, use an analog alarm, or set a lights-out reminder. This environmental change signals your nervous system to downshift and permits the brain to disengage from stress loops. Start slowly, aim for 3 nights a week, and increase frequency. Within a week, many people notice quicker sleep onset, deeper rest, and clearer mornings with less mental fog. That improved sleep translates to lower baseline anxiety and a brain less prone to obsessive overthinking. The digital sunset rule is simple, practical, and high impact for modern American routines. Protecting your sleep is one of the most reliable natural tactics to starve the fuel for overthinking and build steady resilience. So, there you have it. Powerful ways to stop overthinking and beat stress. If this helped, like video, give your feedback and comments, and subscribe for more real-life tips. Thanks for watching.